If I had
Yeah.
5 questions to ask Urban Meyer,
Our top 5?
my top 5 questions
Rich's
to
top
ask.
5 grab
This
bag.
is literally off the top of my
Questions
if like boom,
Get-
kaboom, look who just stepped,
Look who stepped in the room.
Rich Eisen
Rich
sitting
stepped in the
down with
room.
Urban
Hey,
Meyer.
hey, Rich, did TJ leave his glasses?
So the 5, no, he didn't. No.
He put the
The
glasses
5
on.
questions I would ask Urban
Feller,
Meyer.
hit the music.
No, I don't need that.
See my quick response. Oh,
No. The 5 questions I would ask Urban Meyer is, did you kick Josh Lambo? Why did you bench James Robinson and then go into your press conference and say you needed to look into it?
With the position coach.
Yeah,
right?
right. 3 would be, why did you bring in Tim Tebow?
Yep.
Right? And then 4 would be, did you threaten to sue Rick Stroud when he was writing the Josh Lambo story? Did you send your lawyer to him?
Also,
right?
a sub of that, too. Like, why did you threaten to fire anonymous sources but wanted to use anonymous sources?
Correct. That's the one.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping me workshop that
Got
one.
it.
And then the ultimate one is, did you ask the Jaguars for permission to not fly home with the team? And then, of course, there would be a whole subset of questions off of that.
Follow-ups.
Whole sub, but none of them personal. That's his own thing.
Yeah, they're all.
No, all of it would be, did you ask,
Performance
like, why did you ever not fly home with the team at Ohio State? Did you ever do that as a college coach? And then the follow-up questions off of, what did you learn from this? To see if he has any sort of sense of ownership of the flop, which is in terms of the 2021 NFL season. Okay, of all the off-season stories, Russell Wilson, how's it going to play out in Seattle this year? Well, we now know it's a losing season. Aaron Rodgers, is he going to actually play for the Packers? Well, we find out, yes. And what's going to happen when he plays for the Packers? The answer is everything that's happened before, which is winning in a potential 3-loss season again, except one extra win. Follow up 13-3, 2 times over with a 14-3 season.
Whew,
and another home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs at Lambeau Field for the Packers. Tom Brady, how will he follow up his season? Well, we're seeing it with an MVP campaign, leading all passers in passing yardage going into Week 16. Rookie quarterbacks, how will they all fare? Right now, it's Mac Jones here and everyone else down there. Everyone else down here. With Justin Fields having a slight nod over, I guess, you can even choose who's 3.
No.
In that, because Trevor Lawrence has gotten all the lumps and he's seen all the craziness of the NFL front and center right off the bat. And Zach Wilson is
It's an I. It's
he's incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete.
He's unevaluable, if that's a word.
Well, so is Trey Lance.
And Trey Lance is just...
He can't even get on the field.
Hey, the Niners are true to their word. It's going to be Jimmy G's job. And as I said at the outset, the Thursday night game was essentially showing you why they were going to stick with Jimmy G this year and try it with him this year, because he's gotten them to a spot where they're in a playoff position and he can really play well at times. And then other times on Thursday night, he showed you why they went and got Trey Lance. But it's Mac Jones up here and everyone else down there, and they're all bunched together too down there. That's how the rookie quarterbacks played out. Then the last one is like, what about Urban Meyer? How's he going to adjust to life in the NFL? And the answer we got right at the outset of December when he was fired. Stupendous flop.
terrible. Not well.
And my 5 questions for him, I mean, I could get 10 of them. But number 1 is the last one I mentioned, is did you ask for permission to get on that plane? Because the minute you did not, it was over with you and everybody else who knows professional football. That would be that. 2021, top story of the NFL campaign. Who's going to win it? And what the hell was that in Jacksonville? You know what I mean?
Yep.
What other storylines did I miss? Are there any other ones that I missed?
Well,
I
just the way
other first-year head coaches?
Well,
or?
I was going to say just how COVID's kind of taken over.
Well, I mean,
and teams having to adjust.
I guess, but I mean, we knew going to this. Like, I'm talking about just football stuff, not how real-world stuff is crashing in.
Jonathan Taylor.
Well, going into the season, we weren't talking about that. I guess Carson Wentz was a conversation going into the season.
I think
You know, how
going
he's
into the
gonna
season, we
fare.
were talking about whether Derrick Henry could go back-to-back 2,000,
Sure.
and now it's a rookie who could
Do that, who could get that in the AFC South. He's not the AFC South running back to do
Right,
it,
right.
the chance to do it.
Right.
But I'm just talking about everything that we talked about. Deshaun Watson was another one. How about the fact that he's going to play 0 football this year?
I think that was a possibility, but I don't think it's something we actually thought would happen.
Did he play for the Texans in the last game of last season, right? Which I imagine was in calendar year 2021. Will he go entirety of 2021 not playing football at all?
All right, 1 second.
Deshaun Watson?
0.0.
As we leave this calendar year on this show?
Let's see. So they were 4-12 last year.
Just look up their schedule when their last game was.
It was January 3rd.
Okay. So he played
Close.
one game in this calendar year. That's it.
One game.
And then after that was over,
they
then
had
they
a
went
great
ahead
game.
and they hired Nick Caserio, and then that tweet came out, the cryptic tweet came out, and then everything just crashed. Everything crashed. Certainly when March hit, and everything started to crash and burn, and he's going to play 0 football this year. 0. Without any sense of him playing football in 2022 at all. That's one of the storylines that burned up this show and the phone lines on this show from January all the way through to draft weekend, when the Texans didn't trade him because who the hell knows what was going on with him. And we were all talking about Aaron Rodgers anyway, based on that report. And Aaron Rodgers is now sitting here with a chance to win it all again. Watson hasn't played a darn thing. These are the storyline arcs that we were talking about for so long and how they're finishing up right now. And Urban Meyer, the story of the draft was him signing Tim Tebow. Where did that come from? You believe it?
Come a long way.
Wow. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.